staring at my fingers on the microphone. But there is the keys, you guessed. Stare at my fingers. See how they hold the microphone. INTERMEZZO'S. A world predefined. Intravenous tubes, single-use plastic. Superstition, superposition of a pig, superposition of brutality, desire to consume or resume. It is hard to find a place to dance. The municipality does not seem to value freedom of altered movement. Removal of names, living in purgatory, bearing entirely lost. Porous shift. Shifts in porosity. Tightness of crutch. Indivisibility. You cannot say what is being reproduced in that child because they assume the child is susceptible to influence. Teaching became alien to me. Quicksand and light. Intellectual difficulty. Asking, who is the subject? What is the subject? What is the subject? But the idea of a spy is to essentially appear as a subject and exercise an alternate agency. When I perform, I so simply want to give up my body and voice to another. So I say that I want to perform for other people, and no one knows what it means to perform for me. Educator, dry grass, drying grass, ours, dry, dyed, cracked. Is that a graze on my knee? Beside the scab of my dry, cracked calf. The Council of Government declared drought last year and it's held on. Drinking water reserves low, algae bloom in the dam, demand, extracting water from the sea, and it is my destination. The private desalinating plant, like a single-use plastic bottle shuttling into my household pipes on the grid. Desalination turns water into a commodity. Private corporations are investing in desalination because it is a leading growth area in the global water market. What does it mean to us, the body that is not yet to do something? Privatized body, don't utter the phrase public body on stage. When running children's workshops, protest, revolt, gaze. Session 1 was mostly about sticking adhesives, glues, preparation, being a spider. Lying in corners below cameras. Session 2 was addressing cameras directly, staring down the barrel, smudging and cleaning lenses with fingers, oils, using pumice to scratch and sand the lens, putting lenses in our mouths and cracking them with our teeth. Session 3, it got cold. So we left the museum and went to infrared therapy. I borrowed an infrared camera and we watched the heat of our bodies come to the surface afterwards, when we were cold. Session 4. The text we read that I wrote felt wrong. We decided not to read text and instead worked with clay, making proxies for their bodies, for my body. So all sessions were about premeditated violence and action against apparatus in a low-stakes environment. Children do not belong to themselves. I had to appeal to their guardians. I did not appeal to all guardians. There was the promise of visibility, but the outcomes have changed. There is now no visibility of them. It is shrouded. Consenting, dissenting, I don't consider myself persuasive. Like a fetus might not belong to the woman who carries it. There is living under jurisdiction. There is living under jurisdiction. There is living under jurisdiction. Sea wall falling. Enticement of barrier. The general wish to stay somewhat confined within a role. Changing behavior to fit in the fallen puzzle. The fallen, framed puzzle. 1,000-piece complex landmark and landscape cracked. You know the feeling of waking up in a house? And the humidity shifted so your eyes like belly open, uneven to even piece together, who is filled with a thermostat, puzzling microclimate, like I wake from sleep on a bus or on a plane, almost unbelieving that you have left your body prone for so long, or is it that I should take lucid hours with a handful of grainfuls of chill pills? It's also the smells at the back of the bus, the farts silently released. I turn to my spouse and say, "Dear, I've just released a long, silent fart. I think we should get out of here." My spouse turns to me and says into my ear, "Dear, turn on your hearing aid." I lick my lips so much, and then it's always drying and cracking. After screaming, I tried to center my singing mask by buzzing my lips.